Welcome back to the BNB Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving deep into the electrifying drama unfolding on The Bold and the Beautiful for Wednesday, June 4th. Brace yourselves for an emotional roller coaster as tensions soar between Luna Nozawa and Steffi Forrester, while John Finnegan grapples with a heart-wrenching dilemma between his family ties and personal feelings. We'll explore every juicy detail, from shocking confrontations to dangerous decisions, with fresh insights and inventive twists to keep you on the edge of your seat. Let's unpack this explosive episode and see where the tangled web of relationships in Los Angeles leads next. Luna's fury unleashed on Steffi. In a whirlwind of raw emotion, Luna Nozawa is set to unleash her pent-up anger on none other than Steffi Forrester. The young woman, who has been simmering with resentment, sees Steffi as the root of all her recent misfortunes. From shattered dreams to broken relationships, Luna's world has crumbled, and she's pointing the finger squarely at the Forrester heiress. On Wednesday's episode, viewers will witness a confrontation that crackles with intensity, as Luna storms into Steffi's space with a vengeance. Unlike her previous outbursts, this encounter feels more personal, as if Luna has been harboring a secret grudge tied to a past event she's never spoken aloud, perhaps a childhood memory of feeling overshadowed by the Forrester legacy during her mother's struggles. Imagine the scene: Steffi, caught off guard in the comfort of her own home, is preparing for a routine day at Forrester Creations. She's rifling through designs, her mind on a new collection launch, when the air shifts with an ominous presence. Mistaking the sound of footsteps for Liam Spencer returning for a forgotten item, she calls out casually, only to freeze as Luna's cold, determined voice cuts through the silence. "Not so fast, Steffi. We're not done here," Luna snaps, her eyes blazing with a mix of hurt and defiance. This isn't just a clash of words. It's a battle of wills, with Luna seemingly ready to cross lines she's never dared to before. Will this showdown expose hidden truths about Luna's motivations, or is this merely the beginning of a darker spiral? Finn's inner turmoil, torn between love and duty. Meanwhile, John Finnegan, affectionately known as Finn, finds himself trapped in an agonizing tug-of-war between his devotion to his wife, Steffi, and the complicated bond with his biological daughter, Luna. His heart aches as he wrestles with emotions he can't fully suppress, despite his best efforts to maintain distance. In a poignant moment from Monday's episode, Finn opened up to his mother, Lee Finnegan, revealing that Luna had reached out to him via a desperate text message. The content of the message remains a mystery, but one can imagine it carrying the weight of a plea for understanding or reconciliation, perhaps even a cryptic mention of danger looming on the horizon. Lee, ever the protective mother, urged Finn to sever all ties, going as far as suggesting he change his phone number to cut Luna out of his life for good. Finn nodded in agreement, his voice heavy as he told Lee that Luna must accept she can never be a part of his world. Yet, beneath his resolute words, a flicker of doubt lingers. Could there be an unspoken memory of a tender moment shared with Luna during her childhood, a hospital visit or a quiet conversation that keeps him from fully closing the door? As Wednesday approaches, Finn's internal struggle will come to a head when he walks into a volatile situation at home. Spoiler photos hint at his timely return, where he confronts Luna with a mix of frustration and paternal concern, ordering her to leave Steffi alone. But can he truly turn his back on his own flesh and blood, or will this moment push him to question everything he's built with Steffi? Luna's dangerous descent, a shocking turn. Luna's bitterness towards Steffi isn't just a passing storm, it's a full-blown hurricane threatening to destroy everything in its path. Despite having narrowly escaped severe consequences for her past actions, Luna shows little gratitude for her freedom. One might recall that she could easily be behind bars after her horrifying decision to lock Steffi in a cage, intending to leave her for dead. Even Sheila Carter, a woman known for her own ruthless schemes, warned Luna to steer clear of Steffi, hinting at the catastrophic fallout that could follow. But Luna, fueled by a cocktail of rage and desperation, ignored the advice, setting the stage for a confrontation that will leave viewers gasping. As if the face-to-face clash wasn't enough, a chilling preview for the week reveals Luna taking a terrifying step further. In a shadowy corner of Los Angeles, away from the glitz of Forrester Creations, she's seen acquiring a firearm, her trembling hands betraying both fear and determination. Could this be her final play to eliminate Steffi once and for all, believing that removing her nemesis will somehow restore balance to her fractured life? Perhaps Luna envisions a future where, with Steffi out of the picture, she can reclaim a connection with Finn or even stake a claim in the Forrester empire. The stakes couldn't be higher as she teeters on the edge of a decision that could alter the course of multiple lives. Will she pull the trigger, or will an unexpected intervention stop her in her tracks? Steffi's vulnerability and Finn's heroic return. Steffi Forrester, often seen as the unshakable backbone of her family, will show a rare glimpse of vulnerability in this episode. The moment Luna barges into her home, Steffi's confident facade crumbles, replaced by a palpable sense of dread. She's no stranger to danger, having faced threats from Sheila Carter and others in the past, but this feels different, more intimate, more personal. As Luna looms over her, Steffi's mind might race back to the trauma of being trapped in that cage, the suffocating fear of losing everything she holds dear. Her voice trembles as she tries to reason with Luna, but the younger woman's anger is a wall that words can't penetrate. Just when it seems like Steffi's fate hangs in the balance, Finn bursts through the door, his presence a lifeline in a sea of chaos. His protective instincts kick in as he steps between his wife and daughter, his tone firm yet laced with sorrow. "Luna, you need to leave. Now," he commands, his eyes searching hers for any sign of the little girl he once knew. This pivotal moment underscores Finn's role as both a husband and a father, torn between safeguarding his family and grappling with the pain of rejecting his own child. Will his intervention be enough to defuse the situation, or has Luna already crossed a point of no return? The bigger picture, what lies ahead? As the dust settles from this explosive encounter, the ripple effects are sure to reverberate through the lives of everyone involved. Luna's actions, whether driven by misplaced grief or a deeper psychological unraveling, hint at a character arc that could either lead to redemption or complete destruction. Steffi, shaken by the ordeal, may find herself re-evaluating her own strength and the safety nets around her family, perhaps even forging an unexpected alliance to protect herself. Finn, caught in the crossfire, faces a future where every decision feels like a betrayal to one side or the other, testing the limits of his loyalty and love. Beyond the immediate drama, this episode raises tantalizing questions about the broader dynamics in The Bold and the Beautiful. Could Luna's obsession with Steffi unearth buried secrets about the Forrester-Nozawa connection, maybe a hidden business deal gone wrong years ago? Will Finn seek counsel from someone outside his immediate circle, like Hope Logan, whose own experiences with family conflict might offer a fresh perspective? And what of Sheila Carter? Will her warnings to Luna prove prophetic, or does she have her own agenda waiting in the wings? One thing is certain, the streets of Los Angeles are anything but calm, and Wednesday's episode is just the spark that could ignite an inferno. Next, we're delving into a heartfelt celebration and an in-depth exploration of one of The Bold and the Beautiful's most iconic characters, Bill Spencer, portrayed by the talented Don Diamont. As we mark Diamant's incredible 16-year journey on the show, which combines with his previous roles to tally a staggering 40 years on CBS daytime, we'll uncover new layers to Bill's complex personality, his tumultuous romance with Katie Logan, and the intriguing possibilities for his future. With creative twists, added details, and fresh perspectives on every facet of this story, we're thrilled to take you on a deep dive into the world of this billionaire bad boy with a hidden heart of gold. Let's unpack the drama, the dreams, and the dysfunction that define Bill Spencer. A milestone worth celebrating, Don Diamont's legacy. Don Diamant's 16-year tenure on The Bold and the Beautiful is nothing short of a triumph, a milestone that cements his status as a daytime television legend. Adding to his prior stints on other CBS soaps, his 40-year presence on the network is a testament to his enduring charisma and acting prowess. But beyond the accolades and red carpet moments, Diamont recently shared a personal highlight of his career, the privilege of sharing the screen with Heather Tom, who brings the fiery and compassionate Katie Logan to life. Their on-screen chemistry has been a cornerstone of the show, sparking endless debates among fans about whether Beatty can ever find lasting happiness. Picture Diamont and Tom behind the scenes, laughing over a shared memory from their early days on set, perhaps a flubbed line that turned into an inside joke, adding warmth to their professional bond. This milestone isn't just about numbers, it's about the emotional tapestry Diamont has woven into Bill's character. From ruthless boardroom battles to tender, vulnerable moments, he's made Bill a polarizing yet unforgettable figure. As we celebrate this achievement, it's worth imagining a special on-set party thrown by the B&B cast and crew, complete with a nostalgic montage of Bill's most iconic scenes. Think of that devilish smirk during a takeover plot or a rare tear during a family crisis. This celebration sets the stage for a deeper look into why Bill is the way he is, and why Diamont holds out hope for a future where love might finally conquer all. The enigma of Bill and Katie's roller coaster romance. At the heart of Bill Spencer's story is his on-again, off-again romance with Katie Logan, a relationship that Diamont describes as a bond between two souls who might just be the loves of each other's lives. Yet, despite their magnetic pull, Bill and Katie have stumbled time and again on the rocky road to forever. Their love story is a labyrinth of passion, betrayal, and longing, leaving viewers to wonder if they're destined to be star-crossed or if a happily ever after awaits. Diamont recently sat down with Soaps magazine to peel back the layers of this dynamic, offering a glimpse into why their union falters even when their feelings run deep. Could it be that their past is haunted by an unspoken promise made in the heat of a romantic moment, a vow to always return to each other, no matter the cost? Visualize a poignant scene from their history, a rainy evening in Los Angeles where Bill, in a rare moment of vulnerability, poured his heart out to Katie under a flickering street lamp, only for pride to pull them apart again. Their struggles aren't just personal. They're tied to the weight of family expectations and the ghosts of past mistakes. Diamant's insights suggest that while the sparks fly, the flames often burn out due to deeper, unresolved issues lurking beneath the surface. As we explore Bill's psyche, it's clear that his romantic failures with Katie aren't just plot twists, they're windows into a man wrestling with demons he can't name. Decoding Bill Spencer, a misogynistic playboy with a soft spot. Don Diamont doesn't shy away from the harsh truths about Bill Spencer, candidly labeling him a billionaire, misogynistic playboy, a description that hits hard but rings true for longtime fans. Bill's larger-than-life persona, clad in tailored suits and exuding raw power, often masks a troubling disrespect for women, a flaw that shapes his interactions and relationships. Yet, in a surprising turn, Diamont points out a softer side to this titan of industry, revealed in an unexpected act of compassion: Bill's decision to help Luna Nozawa escape the clutches of jail despite her dark past as a double murderer. Imagine Bill sitting across from Luna in a dimly lit office, seeing a flicker of his own lost youth in her desperate eyes, perhaps recalling a time when he, too, felt cornered by life's harsh judgments. This dichotomy, cruelty paired with kindness, paints Bill as a man of contradictions. Diamont theorizes that Bill's empathy for Luna stems from a shared sense of being misunderstood, a bond that might trace back to a buried memory of Bill defending a childhood friend in a similar plight. This act of mercy adds a new dimension to Bill's character, hinting at a capacity for redemption that even he might not fully recognize. But in the arena of romance, his baggage looms large, casting long shadows over his chances with Katie. How does a man so steeped in arrogance and control learn to love without conditions? That's the question Diamont dares to ask as he unpacks Bill's fractured heart. The black hole within, Bill's unending battle. Diamont offers a haunting perspective on Bill's inner world, suggesting that the billionaire's relentless pursuit of partners, companies, and possessions is a futile attempt to fill a black hole that gnaws at his soul. This isn't just about greed or lust. It's about a profound emptiness that no amount of wealth or conquest can satisfy. Diamont's words paint a vivid picture, Bill standing alone in his sprawling mansion late at night, surrounded by opulence yet haunted by a silence that echoes his loneliness. Could this void stem from a childhood devoid of genuine affection, perhaps a distant father whose approval Bill could never earn, leaving scars that manifest as his worst inclinations? The actor's fabricated backstory for Bill adds depth to this struggle, imagining a young Bill watching his mother struggle under the weight of societal expectations, planting seeds of both resentment and a skewed view of relationships. Diamont describes Bill as forever battling his worst inclinations, a war waged in quiet moments of doubt between ruthless decisions. This internal conflict isn't just drama, it's the crux of why Bill often sabotages his own happiness, especially with Katie. As we ponder this, one can envision a future storyline where Bill confronts this darkness head-on, perhaps through a long-lost letter from his mother that reveals a truth he never expected, setting the stage for transformation. A hopeful reunion, Bill and Katie's possible future. Despite the turmoil, Diamont remains a staunch advocate for a Bill and Katie reunion, a sentiment that resonates with fans who've rooted for Beatty through every storm. He acknowledges that conflict drives the soap opera narrative, it's how we make our living, he quips with a knowing smile, but insists that a lasting reconciliation would be the perfect arc for Bill at this stage in his life. Diamont believes Bill is ready for stability, perhaps imagining a scene where Bill, weary from years of chaos, looks into Katie's eyes during a quiet dinner at Il Giardino and sees not just a lover, but a partner for life. Could this be the moment where Bill finally lets go of his defenses, whispering an apology for past wrongs under the glow of candlelight? This hope isn't blind optimism, it's rooted in Diamont's understanding of Bill's evolving mindset. He envisions a mature Bill who, after decades of chasing hollow victories, craves the warmth of a true connection. Adding to this dream, one might picture Katie grappling with her own hesitations, torn between past hurts and the undeniable pull of their shared history. Will the writers grant Diamont's wish, crafting a storyline where love triumphs over dysfunction, perhaps sealed with a vow renewal on a cliffside overlooking the Pacific, symbolizing a new beginning? Only time will tell, but the possibility keeps us glued to the screen. Unexplored roots, Bill's mother and untold stories. Looking beyond romance, Diamont has expressed a desire to delve into Bill's family history, specifically the mysterious figure of his mother. In a 2023 interview with Soap Hub, he floated the idea of a storyline that uncovers her influence on Bill's life, a narrative thread that could explain so much about his fractured psyche. Picture a dusty attic in the Spencer estate where Bill stumbles upon an old trunk filled with his mother's letters and photographs, each piece revealing a woman who fought against the same societal constraints that shaped Bill's worldview. Could her story involve a secret romance or a tragic loss that mirrors Bill's own struggles, offering him a mirror to his pain? This unexplored territory is ripe with potential, perhaps introducing a long-lost relative who knew Bill's mother and arrives in Los Angeles with revelations that shake the Spencer dynasty. Diamont's enthusiasm for this arc suggests a longing to humanize Bill further, giving viewers a glimpse into the origins of his mommy issues as theorized by the actor himself. As we root for Bill and Katie, we also hold out hope for this backstory to come to life, imagining a tearful moment where Bill visits his mother's grave, whispering questions into the wind about why love always felt so out of reach. Such a plot could redefine Bill, bridging his past with a future of healing. Thank you for joining us on the B&B Spoilers channel. We've expanded on Don Diamont's reflections with imaginative details and speculative twists, breathing new life into Bill Spencer's journey. From his milestone celebration to the complexities of his romance with Katie, and the tantalizing possibility of exploring his mother's story, there's so much to ponder. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next for Bill. Will he reunite with Katie, or will his past unravel in unexpected ways? Until our next deep dive, keep watching and keep dreaming.